A warm good morning to everyone, love travel friends, here again. This time from our home base at the airport in Dusseldorf. We already met here this morning for our flight to Gran Canaria with TUIfly. Maybe you have already seen the announcement on my channel. After this we will go on board the Mein Schiff 2 from TUI Cruises. We hope that it all works well. But we are a little bit too early this morning. There is still be another flight checking in at the moment, tow counters A from ours. Our flight starts at 9:15 a.m. and there is no one at the counter right now, so we have to wait for a while now. And now we are on our way to gate B80 for our flight. The check-in was a bit more complex than normal, because everyone had to show all the papers that are needed for the immigration to Spain later on. Most people showed their whole bunch of travel papers and vouchers, because they were not sure which are needed. So at one time the women at the counters were shouting, "Please folks, we need only this and this papers. Please don't show us everything, otherwise the flight will not be departed this afternoon." So everyone stated to sort the forms then, and then it worked well and a lot faster than before. All the staff were lovely. Now we sitting here behind the security check and we have go to find our gate now. By the way, we don't have seats together. Because of the chaos during check-in we didn't want to annoy the people there more than necessary. I hope I can exchange my seat with Norbert's, because my seat is not a window seat and that would be great to have to take some pictures during our flight. And now I reached my seat here. I will make a short seat tour before the other travelers show up here and it gets crowded. Legroom is okay but not great. We have tray table here, the safety card, and that is all.
Willkommen in Las Palmas, meine Damen und Herren. Ich darf Sie bitten, angeschnallt sitzen zu bleiben, bis wir die Parkposition erreicht haben und die Anschnallzeichen erloschen sind. Passen Sie auf beim Öffnen der Gepäckfächer. Das Gepäck könnte verrutscht sein. Beachten Sie das Rauchverbot und lassen Sie Ihre Mobiltelefone noch ausgeschaltet, bis Sie im Gebäude sind. Im Namen der TUIfly, des Kapitän Schulz und der Besatzung möchte ich mich nun recht herzlich von Ihnen verabschieden. Vielen Dank, dass Sie mit uns geflogen sind. Wir alle wünschen Ihnen sonnige und erholsame Urlaubstage. Tschüss und auf Wiedersehen. Ich habe jetzt noch eine Bitte an Sie. Sie müssen so lange sitzen bleiben, bis ich Ihnen sage, dass Sie dann nachher aufstehen dürfen. Das wird Reihe für Reihe passieren. Beachten Sie bitte auch weiterhin das Abstandsgebot und behalten Sie Ihre Masken auf. Die Spanier sind streng.
And here we are at Las Palmas Airport. We are a little bit late, although the flight time was already calculated quite long. I guess I will talk to you later on when we are on the ship about the final details of the flight. For now I have to hurry up a little and watch where Norbert is coming. After that we will go to complete our immigration formalities. So I will see you later then. We come to the conclusion of our flight. During the flight everything went smoothly and everything was relatively well organized. There is nothing negative to say here, however, it was very crowded on the plane. It was a bit strange that in the airport you were only allowed to occupy every second seat in order to maintain social distance, but it was allowed to sit back to back without any distance. In addition, we were only allowed through the gate at a distance of 2 meters and only about 20 people were allowed into each bus. But once on the plane we were able to sit together with 180 people for 4 hours without any distance. The sense of some rules doesn't really make sense to me here. Another YouTuber said in his video about the flight to the Canary Islands that he did not feel uncomfortable during the flight, since all passengers were tested for COVID. I cannot fully confirm that. I feel safer here on the ship because it is easier to keep the distances. I found it very cramped and crowded. What also bothered me that we would have had to pay extra for seats next to each other. So you were forced to sit next to strangers, which doesn't really increase your safety in terms of infection. This regulation makes absolutely no sense to me in relation to the current situation. All in all, the flight would have been the part of the trip that I would have loved to do without. Especially since you have to consider that some of the COVID tests were 2 to 3 days old and their informative value can therefore also be questioned. However, it was inevitable. We knew that we had to fly if we wanted to go to the Canary Islands. And it was logical that the planes would be full. If we had had the opportunity to book a comparable cruise from Germany then we would have preferred this, because then we would have been able to travel comfortably by car or train. However, there was no corresponding offer there. The low prices were only available for these trips from Las Palmas. So I hope that we survive the flight well and that there are no more long-term effects. All in all, I was satisfied with the process, just wanted to add my concerns here for the sake of completeness. This ends my video about flight. I say thank you for watching. I hope you will also have a look at my other videos. Stay safe and see you soon.